Hi there, fire signs. It's Blue Lucy, and I'm here with a reading for you for the remainder of September and into October. So if you are a fire sign, Aries, Leo, or Sagittarius, then this is for you. Sun, Moon, Rising. So if you have fire sign placements in your Sun, Moon, Rising, there's something here for you, okay? And of course, this is a general reading. I'm reading general energies here, so take what resonates and apply it to your life, and just know that you are in charge of your own life. So this is just a guide and you are sovereign, okay? So fire signs, what do you need to know? Okay, we have coming out, I am passionate, I am determined, I am capable of creating anything I desire. Wow, fire signs. Oh, and before I go further, I'm going to do a general reading for all fire signs, and then at the end of the video I'm just going to do a couple minutes for each sign. So I'll try to remember to put timestamps below. So this is the last element reading I'm doing, and there are themes of change for everybody. So the general reading is going to apply to your specific reading at the end, okay? So yes, starting out, I am passionate, I am determined, I am capable of creating anything I desire. Do you believe that, fire signs? Do you believe that? That is what is at the heart of the matter for you in these next weeks ahead, okay? And we do have some lunar eclipses coming up. We have, we have a pair. Eclipses come in pairs. The first one is September 17th, and then the next one is 2 weeks after, okay? So there's a lot of, there's change happening, and this is inevitable change. And this is change that some of us are enacting and some of us are not. Some of us want the change, some of us don't. Some change, change is here. So going forward, you're passionate, you're creative, you're determined, and you have the ability to create what you desire. So really, it's time to get in touch with what is that, okay? We have discipline and time travel coming out next, okay? So there's the need to develop a practice of something, right? In order to create what you desire, that's not a passive thing. That's an active thing, and it requires discipline. So sometimes we don't feel like doing that thing, but we have to, because it brings us closer to our goals and our desires and the things that we are working for, okay? And I want to get some clarity on this time travel card. You know what I'm getting? Okay, there's things about, I was in Washington, D.C. years ago, and I was touring, all of the buildings and whatnot, and there was a statue. I don't remember where it was. I think it might have been the Supreme Court. I don't know, outside. But there was a statue of justice, and the caption on the base of the statue was, it said, "What's present is past and what's past is present," or something like that. And that's the sense that I'm getting with this time travel card. What's past is present and what's present is past. And this fire signs, there's a lot of, I feel like this is about doing work on yourself, okay? Because time travel, there's cycles that have been repeating, and some of these really need to come to an end, okay? And a lot of this is how we show up in the world, how we show up for ourselves and how we show up for others. So some of these, like for example, something happened in your childhood, and we develop these survival techniques or coping mechanisms, and we launch ourselves into the future. And at one time when things got us through something, now perhaps in the future they're getting in the way. Like if we had to become closed off to something to get through a hard spot, but then that becomes a habit. We just close off when things get hard. We have to, it's time now to take a look at what got you here and what motivates you and how you respond to things. What are your this is about making the unconscious conscious, which is no small task, and it's going to take time. But with discipline, with work and discipline and will, you can change. You can transform your life. You can become what you might think is impossible, right? Like, this is about transforming low self-worth into, high self-worth. Okay, like there's really a will and a desire and a drive to become, like, what was it going to be, that change you want to see in the world, or become that. If you think you can't, you know what, you can. Okay, challenge yourself. If you have that self-talk that says, I can't do that, I'm not capable of that, I'm not built that way, blah blah blah, like, it's time to think outside of that box, because the rest of your life depends on it. Okay, fire signs, you have the key, and that's where the key is. Oh my gosh, the key and the hero. It's gonna take some work and effort, and it's not all gonna be fun and pretty, and it's gonna require you to feel things maybe that are hard to feel. But when you process these things, and when you make it discipline and you make it a practice, like, you live your way into the answers. Rainer Maria Rilke, Letters to a Young Poet. What you don't know, you can live your way into. Okay, so fire signs, what you think might be impossible is actually possible. Okay, and it's really, the focus is for all of the signs that this is the last reading I'm doing for the signs for September, and everybody is going through change right now, and everybody needs to reevaluate things, and everybody needs to rest, and everyone needs to go within, everyone needs to pause, right? And the theme is that you can't change anyone else. You can't change, like, in the serenity prayer, like, grant me the serenity, what is it, to accept the things I can't change and to change the things that I can. And we can't change other people, we can't control other people, but we can control ourselves. So take charge of your life here. Like, what do you want? Like, what's important to you? Look at really, this is self-work time, because fire signs, you hold the key. And I know you're gonna get bogged down with self-talk that you can't, and that you're, all the horrible things that self-talk tells us, and that we're not good enough, and we're not worthy, and we can't do it, and this is the way it's always been, and this is the way it's, like, always going to be. No, portal. Yeah, it's time to take a walk into the portal. Healer. Oh, open to receive. And then death. Yeah, change. Okay, so there's change. There's change happening, and it needs to happen, and the biggest change comes from within. Okay. Oh, can you feel the fire signs? Okay. And what I really want you to focus on right now is possibility. I want you to focus on this. I am passionate, I am determined, I am capable of creating everything I desire. Okay. So how can you make the most of the situation? Let's ask that. Okay, and I'm going to move to my tarot here. Fire signs, how can we make the most of this? How can we make the most of this? Letting go a little bit. All right, letting go of control. Again, you can't control outside of you. You can only control inside of you. So focus on that and let go of everything else. Because when you let go a little bit, you're not holding on so tightly, and things have the space to come in and flow. Okay, and blessings that you don't even know yet can flow to you. Okay, and this also involves being in a receptive state of mind. Did we see that somewhere? Yeah, open to receive. Okay, these go together. Let go a little bit and be open to receive healing, blessings, letting your own yourself come forward. Does that make sense? Fire signs, what's working in the favor of fire signs? So what is working in your favor? What do you got going for you? What do you got? Like, do more of this. The hanged one. Yeah. It's time to go within. Like, let yourself be internal for a while. Okay, you need, because there's a call for a need of a shift in perspective. Okay, which means there's something you're not seeing, and when you disconnect, detach, let go, you can get a different perspective, and you can find that thing that you didn't know that you didn't know. Okay, you let it come forward, but it requires you to do the work. Okay, so let yourself have some time out, and if you're already doing that, keep doing that. Okay, because that will lead you. We have the High Priestess and the Six of Wands. Oh, beautiful. And the Three of Pentacles. Yeah, so your inner light will guide the way. Okay, High Priestess is like, you already know what to do, and if you think you don't, you do. And it's that quiet voice inside you that is gentle, but it keeps at you. Okay, and Six of Wands is victory. You will recognize, you will find the pieces that you need to put things back together, and you will recognize these things when you put yourself in a position to shift your perspective and be open to what comes from that. Okay, and being open to receive not only applies to information, but it also applies to like receiving goodness for yourself, like being good to yourself. Okay, you know what to do, and when you follow that, things will come together. Okay, and you'll figure it out. So this is all really promising, fire signs. Like, you have, look at this, the Key and the High Priestess. You have what you need at your disposal. And you know what? It's inside you. It's not outside of you. So if you're looking outside of you, if you're looking for answers outside of you, if you're looking for comfort or distractions outside of you, you're not going to find it there. You're going to find it inside you. Okay, so have the discipline to make yourself a priority, because that's where it's at. Okay, that's where it's at, and you'll live your way back into love with yourself, so you can come from a good spot. So what is the challenge? Because there's a challenge. What's the challenge? The Star. Okay, the challenge is you're not feeling this. You're not feeling hopeful. You are not feeling the possibilities. You are feeling defeated in some area of your life. And maybe you're just really wallowing in shame and grief and sadness and just defeat. The challenge is you're not seeing all this beautiful possibility within you. There's a little bit of maybe wallowing going on. Okay, so it's okay to be in that spot. You know, it's necessary sometimes to get the impact of things, but start to work on that. Okay, start to be good to yourself. Yeah, take a rest. You need a timeout, fire signs, so that you can reclaim a hopeful spirit for yourself. Because I really want to reiterate, you have the key. Transformation is possible. You can do it. It is going to take work. You are going to have to discipline yourself, you know, but the point is that it will be worth it. It'll be worth it. Okay. The results you get at the end will be worth it. And not only will they be worth it, but it will open up everything that you've wanted for yourself, like soul, okay, purpose, success, relationally, emotionally, mentally, spiritually, materially. Okay, it'll be worth it. You need a timeout so you can get that sense of hope. Okay, because that's the challenge. Yeah, oh my God, every sign has gotten 9 of Wands with the 9 of Swords. Oh, guys, yeah. Oh, again, this is you feeling overburdened and defeat and just overrun with anxieties and worries to the point that it's affecting your health, your life, your mind, just everything. It's permeating your life right now, okay? And yeah, the challenge is you're not feeling hopeful at all. Like there's real, I'm feeling really sad, like I want to burst out in tears. There's heaviness right now. I'm sorry, fire signs. I'm so sorry. It's really got you trapped. So the advice is the Hermit, okay? It is the Hangman. It is the 4 of Swords. It is rest. It is withdrawing, okay? It is retreating. Because there's something inside that you've lost touch with, that you're afraid of, that needs your attention, okay? And tending to that, tending to your inner child. King of Pentacles, King of Cups, you know what that's going to bring? Just keep one step forward at a time, because in your emotional world and in your material world, as you do this, you can and will come out on top. Like, look at one step at a time, okay? Fire signs. I really am feeling for you. I'm really feeling for you. Because you have, you know, a lot of you have something big to overcome, and you feel like you can't. And I can feel the emotion as I speak. It feels insurmountable, but there's something coming out here that's telling me to tell you that it is surmountable. Yeah, Tower, change. This is happening for everyone. Like, there's change that it's here. So control what you can, which is yourself. Tend to yourself. Focus on that. And that's where the power lies, okay? You have the key. You have it. But trust in yourself, okay? Be good to yourself, fire signs. All right? And this is where I am going to break it down into each sign, okay? So I'm going to start with Sagittarius, because that's the next fire sign we have up, okay? So Sagittarius, some extra words of wisdom for Sagittarius. Sun, Moon, Rising, Sagittarius. What is some extra information? Extra heart of the matter for Sagittarius. The World. Okay, so there's a cycle coming to completion here. Okay, got the World. I'm gonna take that one. Sagittarius, let's get something else to go with us. What is coming to a completion here for Sagittarius? Ooh, I'm looking at the Magician and the Fool. You know, endings are beginnings. When one door closes, another one opens. So with the Fool, with the Magician, is like they come right, like they're right next to each other. It's the 0 and the 1. 0, 1, 0, 1, 0, 1. That's code for something, right? So there's an ending and a beginning, Sagittarius. And there's a new beginning, and you're the designer, okay? The next phase in life is here, and there's a blank canvas, so to speak, ahead of you. So, okay, what's the best way forward for Sagittarius? What's the best way forward for Sagittarius in the weeks to come? Two of Pentacles, Rabbit Run, and the Cloud. Okay, wow. You guys, so Two of Pentacles, balancing act, okay? You got a couple, or, you know, a number of irons in the fire, so to speak, and it's managing these things. We have Rabbit Run and Cloud. So the first two things I'm hearing, like the Cloud, you know, is where we store information, and Rabbit Run, so Rabbit Run. So I know rabbits. I know a little bit about rabbits. And something that rabbits in the wild will do is to, rabbits are prey animals. So something that they do to escape prey is they will find paths, and it's like running a course. They'll make a little course full of twists and turns and like tunnels and like whatever, and they'll run the course to know it. So if they have to act, if a predator is coming and they have to act like right now, they know, like it's like when you do something repetitively to get it in your bones, you know what to do. You just like do it, like it's instinct, it's impulsive. So that's the kind of energy that Rabbit Run is bringing here. So this is an energy of you like proceeding forward. And I want to go back to discipline here, Sagittarius. Okay, so it's like you are doing something on repeat. This is the act of doing something on repeat so that it becomes second nature to you. Okay, so if you're breaking a habit, if you're implementing a new routine, doing it and doing it and doing it, so it comes to the point where you do it well and you do it automatically, and where it once is an effort in the beginning, it's not an effort in the future, because it's just second nature by then. Okay, so that is a word of advice. And the Cloud, this is like when you get into a meditative state, like it's like you don't need to know everything because there's access to it, you know, like when you store something in the cloud, like online, you know, all it's where all the stuff is stored. So I am also getting the sense of like there's this bank of knowledge that you've created for yourself, where like even if you don't have it immediately on hand, you know there's a way to access it. Okay, and sometimes making these routines for yourself makes that accessibility come easier. Is that making sense, Sagittarius? Okay, is that making sense? Yeah, okay, Five of Swords. Don't feel, okay. So change brings tension. Five of Swords is difficult because I just want to caution you of, this is like winning the battle at all costs, you know, and it's almost like the cost of winning is too much, right? Like okay, yeah, there's a winner and it's right, but like, you know, you have all the swords, but you've lost the meaning. So it's like, I'm hearing it's like, what is that? Chopping off your nose to spite your face or something like that. Okay, don't do that. Okay. However that applies to you, don't do that. Okay, that's just some extra advice, and inner peace is coming up again. So do what you can to keep your peace this month and in the weeks ahead. Okay, I just caution against reactivity. Like take a breath to respond, so you can respond instead of react. Okay, because you know, once we react, we can't get that back, right? And repairing the damage takes more work. So just a word of advice on that. Okay, Sagittarius, thank you so much. And we're gonna move on now to Aries. Aries. All right, Aries. What do we have for Aries? Little extra information for September and October, and I think I put something, oh, there's an oracle card. Let's just take that. Okay, discipline again, Aries. Aries, you need some discipline in your life. And it's probably for something that's difficult that you want to change but seems impossible. Okay, so discipline, Aries, and seeing time travel again. So there's something about your, this is about, again, going back to those ways we do things, the way we do them. What's past is present, and what's present is past, right? Putting a discipline in place to stop the cycle. So it's like, was it Einstein that said you can't approach the solution to a problem with the same way it was created, or something like that? So this is, you have to go outside the box, and Four Swords is coming up. So Aries, you need a timeout. You need to take some time to rest. You need to take some time for yourself to recover, because there's been some heavy shit, and it will benefit you to take a time out, okay? Because you might be a bit of like a train wreck right now. There's too many consuming things, too many like going on impulse or going on reaction. Okay, stop. Just stop. Rest. Okay? The Star. And I like this. Okay, again, you're feeling hopeless. You're feeling impossible. And it's like these feelings of hopelessness and low self-esteem are perhaps causing some of you to make one bad decision after another, and it's just becoming a domino effect. So just like pause, take a breather, try not to beat yourself up too much, but take a time out, because we have the Star here. Okay, there's healing. Take time to heal. Okay, stop running. Stop. Just stop. Stop running. Tend to yourself. You know you're worth it. You're a good person. Okay. Take care of yourself, Aries. Okay, Six of Pentacles wants to come out. This is reciprocity. This is equal give and take. If you're someone that ends up giving too much of yourself in any way, you're going to become out of balance. Okay, so maybe some situations or relationships in your life have been out of balance, which is why it's important to take a breather and heal, and find the hope, renew your hope, and return to equilibrium. Okay, the Chariot on the bottom of the deck, go in that direction. Okay, it will be worth it, and it will be the thing that you need. Yeah, we have 10 of Swords here with the Two of Cups. Oh, this is devastation. This is like, 10 of Swords is feelings of betrayal, of like absolute utter destruction and loss, despair and sadness. Two of Cups is often a relationship of some kind, a union, a partnership, and it also, the Two of Cups implies this reciprocity, this equal give and take. Okay, there's been some kind of disruption in that, whatever that is for you, and it's thrown you into this reeling kind of loss of control, whatever. So come back to your breath. Okay. Oh, and the Four of Wands, oh my gosh, this is like the happy home. This is the stability. Okay, there's been a disruption in the force. Okay, something that was really a fixture in your life is taking a hit. Okay, and you need to find your happy again. And that happy is not going to be found externally, Aries. It's going to be found inside. And you have to be dedicated to yourself enough to go there and do the work, do the shadow work, do the hard work, and also do the healing work. Do the self-love work, right? Get yourself back to a place where you can operate from a place of power. We have a Magician coming out again. Okay. to get you back on your feet. We have the Nine of Wands, or Pentacles, I'm sorry. So you can stand on your own 2 feet again and find renewed possibility and passion in your life. Okay, Aries, 10 to you right now, okay? Thank you, Aries, for joining me. I wish you all the best in the weeks ahead. And now I'm going to go to Leo. So some extra info for our Leo friends, okay? What is some extra advice for Leo here? All right, Leo. Woo! The star. Okay, Leo. So we have hope and healing is important for you, okay? So let's get a little bit more information about that. Okay, wow, death. All right, so there's a big change that's happened in your world, and it's one that has made a big enough impact that you need to take a step back and heal, okay? Chances are this change had to do with something that was really a fixture in your life here with the Six of Cups and Justice, the Lovers, Ace of Cups. So I'm getting the sense that you there's like been a little disturbance in the like maybe in your home front, or something that you hold dear. Okay, let me just shuffle again. What is the challenge in this change? Okay, so there's a change for Leo into the wild. Okay, there's been a change, a redirection, Leo, that's required you to kind of like go on, like, I don't want to say a vision quest, but it's like there's a need to kind of go on your own inner your quest, right? Kind of step out into the unknown a little bit and get outside your comfort zone. And it's like with whatever change has happened is kind of forcing you to do this. And that can bring some apprehension and confusion and uncertainty about the future. But behind that is Binky Day. And that is just sheer happiness. So, you know, sometimes it doesn't look like change. It looks scary and disruptive, and it brings sadness with certain things. But also there's avenues for opportunity. We have inner peace and the Emperor, okay? So if you're feeling a little off kilter, let's return to that discipline. Discipline yourself. Give yourself a discipline, a routine to access your inner peace, because that's your power spot, Leo, okay? That's your power spot, and that's where all your best decisions and moves are going to come from, okay? And that's where the healing and the hope renewal comes in, okay? Because pretty soon we have rain, okay? So let the old wash away. Let what is gone just wash away. There's almost a sense of relief here too. It's almost like something that needed to change for a long time is changing. And even if that feels uncomfortable in the present, in the long term, there's elements that are salvageable. Like we have a new beginning here. We have the Ace of Pentacles. So there's an incoming possibility, this little seed here. And pentacles are usually in your material world. So of course apply it as it resonates for you, but there's something here that's worth growing, okay? So aces are possibilities and opportunities that you can take and then make, okay? So it does require action, like you have to make something out of it. You have to grow it and develop it. But there's an opportunity here after all this for you, Leo, okay? And that's exciting, okay? At the bottom of the deck, we have 10 of Pentacles. So this is the full course. This is beautiful, Leo. Look, you have like the beginning and the result. Okay, just take a look at that. Whatever the seed of hope is now has this potential. Like you have a lot going for you, Leo. Okay, so Just remember what's important, and you got this, okay? Thanks for joining me, guys. I'll talk to you in another video.